Hello everybody! Welcome back. Oh, hear that bell? Today we're building bell towers. Working bell towers. Ha ha ha. I'm Mr. Mcsquare, and in my 7th week of the Wild Coast SMP, we're going to add some bell towers to our village. So it's extremely basic here. You've got a daylight sensor, an observer, and a bell. There it goes. As you can see, it goes off automatically on its own every hour, and that's awesome. I love the little bit of life that it gives to the village when things are moving or things are working on their own, and it's just this simple configuration: daylight sensor, observer, bell. Make sure the observer is facing upwards into the daylight sensor, and you can see they both go off, and that happens every in-game hour. In-game hours are much shorter in real time. Okay, so that's enough of that stuff. And then we're going to dress that up. We're not going to use diorite, but diorite's just my example here. We're going to dress up the bell. Always make sure that the daylight sensor is exposed. If you cover it, it's not going to work. So we're going to make a bell around the apparatus, like so. And just keep that center column open, so that the daylight sensor is not covered, and she'll work every hour. Okay, so we got a calm 9x9 block with a hollow center, and of course the lip of the bell. This looks a lot better when it's done in gold, but just for this example here, I'm just showing you the diorite configuration, because when we do the actual building, we do it all in survival mode. And it takes a while, as we've got scaffolding everywhere and we're falling down. But you can see in time we got 2 bell towers off in the distance. I'm loving this village. Put a lot of time into it, and it's all fun. Like it's none of it's work. There's my neighbor Chuck Ross and our new neighbor Chuck Ross and Rob Frost. Ugh. Anyway, so this is our village. I spend a lot of time here, so the portion I built is pretty big. And here's another view of the bell towers once they're complete. You can see, got a gold one and the other one's iron. I think the iron one will look funny, except when you put it next to the gold one, then it kind of fits and makes sense. And they will both go off every hour. There is a way you could put a delay redstone signal in, but then the bell's going to get a lot bigger. We just want to keep it to the absolute minimum size there, because even so, it's going to take the one bell took 40 gold blocks of gold, and the other one took 40 blocks of iron, and that's a lot of resources. If you've got an infinite gold farm or infinite iron farm, you can adjust the size of your bell accordingly. But for me, this was plenty big enough. You can see up above, we've just got a log structure to suspend it, and no one's going to look from up here, but just keep that daylight sensor open. That's why we got a double log configuration there, because the middle has to be open. We can't put a single log over the top, because that would block the daylight sensor. It'll go off every hour, and we'll just manually click it so that you can see. And you can have it nighttime or daytime. Night, day, night, day. And the iron one next door, I've got that set up as a nighttime sensor, and this one as a daylight sensor. So 24 hours a day, this sucker will be going off every game hour, as long as someone's in the area. The building itself is just a giant rectangle. It's a rectangle of stone, trimmed up with deep slate bricks for a bit of a pattern. And you can see it's just a giant rectangular box with a staircase. But that's all you need. And attached to these buildings, I've got them astride the road, so that the road's not blocked. And then attached to this, in the next episode, you'll see that we're going to build a library. I really look forward to that as well. And we're just going to keep it basic and cut her short right here. And that's a super simple, super fast working bell. Thanks for joining me. I'm Mr. Mcsquare. Bye-bye. Please like and subscribe.